Only problem I have is, you know how hot you are. Next. Does that make you insecure? I was just looking for a response. I've been following this beautiful woman for a while. I love her art. Laddies respond to assholes and leave the nice men in the dark. No offense. Again. That is not how girls work. That's not how any of this works. I'm sorry that Hollywood made you believe something stupid. I don't know what to tell you, dude. We can't really help you. This decade-old meme is so true. Oh, it's this one. The truth. Don't worry, baby. He's just a nerd. Why do they always pick thugs? Years later. Hey, baby, remember me? Beat it, chick. Again, this is just that single CeeLo Green song, but in a comic, I guess. He's not a nerd. He's high value, making six figures. A lot of women don't deserve a good and successful man. Only few remains. So true. I never got the girls at school because I was busy studying to get my qualifications. They all went out with bad guys. Now at school reunions, the same girls ask me why they never went out with me? No, I'm sorry. Not a word of what you just said is true. No, I don't believe you for 1 second. For sure. You've got this mentality, but the reason that you couldn't get any girls in high school is because you were busy studying. Right. Sure. And now they're all asking at school reunions why they never dated you? You must be amazing. Nice guy. Being a creep. Woman. Leave me alone. Nice guy. Big. Yeah, it doesn't take long for that to come out, does it? Okay, wait, what is this? Go away, you're no use to me. Calling up, it's 3:30. In the morning, I know you're whoring while I'm snoring. I don't know the flow of this, so that's why it's not working. Trying to catch some Z's, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know I got that BDE, unlike your new guy. Okay, he's only 19? Okay. Keep running up the EP. Calling up, it's 3:30. Okay, yeah, you're cool. What? Huh? Hello? Huh? Me, looking at the girl I was genuinely in love with, fall for another guy who's not even going to treat her nearly as good as I would. I'm this close to giving up on females. All right, well, first of all, shut up. Second of all, really, you're going to call them females. Remember what we've talked about here, EmKay peeps? That is weird. I'm sorry. Sure, it's not some offensive, strange term. It's a proper term. Female, male. But there's something real strange about a guy that refers to women as females. I'm sorry. I don't like using the word creepy, but there is something kind of creepy behind that, you know? It's almost like you only recognize them via a scientific term. It seems almost dehumanizing, because we as humans don't usually refer to each other by scientific or, proper terms. That's not what we're about, and it's really weird that people like you do this. Also, I don't think you'll treat anyone better. You don't sound like the type of person that would. You sound like the type of person that would get really jealous and then probably verbally abusive if nothing else. That's you, right? You're gonna leave me delivered? What do you want? Not leaving me undelivered or seen? Why? I don't owe you anything. 'Cause I hate that thing? I don't care, oh my god. You don't want me to text you. You can... Oh yeah, you blocked the account, good. Hold on, what did he say? You don't want me to text you. You can say it up front. I ain't bothering you no mo. I don't want you to text me. Damn, girl, there's something wrong with you. I agree. How's your schizophrenia? Man, you know what, bro? You're doing a great job. This is definitely how you get someone to date you and fall in love with you or like you or, in your case, only sleep with you, because that's all you people care about. That's what you live for, apparently. Really? How's your schizophrenia? How's yours, dude? When was the last time you talked to a professional? Hopefully tomorrow. You can't be a bad person if you're not a person. See, the thing about them wanting to be seen as people is, wow, okay, this is gonna be awesome. People can be good or bad. Most are bad. And if you want me to see you as a person, it will be as a bad person, because, you probably are. Okay? But if I don't see you as a person, you have the benefit of not being judged as bad, which you probably would be. If you're an object, you can't be a bad object. If you're a subordinate and just do what I say, you aren't accountable for your actions, which is a burden off of your shoulders. Okay, there's a lot to unpack. Now, let's just assume that he's kidding. Maybe this is just a funny joke. It's just a silly, funny little joke. Okay, cool. Because it does seem to go into the extreme side, which makes me think he's baiting us, right? But I've seen these dudes. There's a seriously high chance that he's not kidding. In which case, holy crap, you're a psychopath and you need help, okay? Literally doing your best, doing the best mental gymnastics, gold medal winning gymnastics here, to justify you seeing, I'm assuming, females as not people. You can just say not human. We know that's what you're talking about. We know that's what you mean. And I love that. If you're a subordinate and do what I say, you're not accountable for your actions. It's funny because even if they did do whatever you say, you will hold them accountable. You will blame them for everything because this outlook is abusive and you are most likely an abusive person. So you baited us. You got us good. We took this bait. And if anybody takes your bait here, I know you're going to treat them like garbage regardless. Because that's probably the type of person you are unless you get some help. You sick. Get out. Bye-bye. Women just don't know what guys go through. This was part of a DM I got after commenting on a post about a 15-year-old stalking his older brother's 23-year-old female friend. I don't think women understand the pressure guys have to feel to be something special in any way to try to feel adequate enough to even approach women and try shooting your shot. Add on top of that, it is someone you've liked for a very long time. The words that come out of your mouth when you're finally are talking feel immensely heavy when you're a kid. And most guys, it takes a while to feel comfortable going up to talk to someone they like. Why do people type like this? Like, yes, the kid was the a-hole, but let's not get carried away here. He knew he did something bad when he said it and will probably learn from it. Okay, I just feel like women are so quick to judge men under any circumstance, but women don't know all the things we have to go through. At least the kid was trying to do something he felt like was a bit courageous at the time to go talk to someone he liked. Most guys will never be able to get past the nerves of it all and be able to go through it, stuff like that. Okay, look, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, guys are held to a different ridiculous standard. Women are scared of people like this and people like you for obvious reasons. It's fear. Why? Because, as Donald Glover said it best, when you got a crazy boyfriend, you're gonna die. That sort of crap, okay? Women are terrified of men for what I would say are incredibly justified reasons. I don't know what this kid did. I don't think it really matters here. It's just, no, you don't get to say, but men go through stuff too. Yeah, you're right, we do. But that doesn't mean it's okay for whatever the hell this kid did to have been done. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't excuse any nasty ass bullshit. Again, said it was stalking? Right, stalking. Again, something was clearly said here. Not that it really matters. But yeah, us men having to go through stuff as well does not mean, but it's totally fine that he was a creep and made someone incredibly uncomfortable and probably a little scared. It's fine! No, shut up. I'm a Christian, conservative, and traditional. Ooh, triple threat. All right. Very love-driven, affectionate, romantic, loyal, and caring. I love cuddling. Strongly prefer phone calls over text. Okay, that's a little scary. Ideally, I would love to find a submissive girlfriend to move in with me as soon as possible in my nice country house with acres. Okay. Drinking, never! Well, hey, look, at least he's 6 foot. Am I right? Am I right? Also, I am... Dude, it's just... You can be a Christian conservative and traditional, dude. There ain't nothing wrong with that. However, when you go on a dating app or website or whatever the hell and say, I'm looking for a submissive woman, that's just... It's weird. It's just weird, okay? At least you're being incredibly honest about what you're looking for, but to me it just feels very strange. I want you to be submissive. I am in charge. I will run this because I have the penis. For a generation that can't find a good man, you ladies sure are pregnant a lot. Single moms, lol. Oh, is this 9gag? What the actual hell are we doing on 9gag right now? How did we come this far? This is gross. Get me out of here, dude. None of it's valid. Protected my friend from her male classmate. I, 23 male, have a close friend named Julia, 22 female, who goes to school with me. We've been friends since we were both freshmen in college, and I often feel responsible for her well-being and safety. Okay. Last week, I went out to drinks with Julia and her friends, and Julia got very drunk. For context, one of Julia's male classmates who was with us at the bar, I will call him Alex, has acted inappropriately to her in the past, but Julia decided to forget about it for the good of the group. All right. The whole time we were at the bar, he sat very close to her and even bought her a couple of drinks at the end of the night, despite her being obviously incredibly drunk. I live on campus, but Julia lives in an apartment building half an hour away. And since Julia doesn't have a car, she told me she would take public transportation home. When I saw how drunk she was, I decided I would drive her home. Good, but Julia told me Alex had already offered since he lived closer to her. All right. Despite this, I made an executive decision and took her to my car. Excuse me? Julia was very upset, but I thought she was too drunk to understand the potential danger she was in. When she got to my dorm, I put her to sleep in my bed and slept on the couch. That morning, she was upset that I had taken her to my house while she was drunk. She said I overstepped boundaries with her and should have let Alex drive her. I tried to explain that it was for her safety, but Julia truly believed Alex had no ulterior motives. This conflict has strained our friendship, and Julia says she will be upset with me, or with until I admit that I shouldn't have driven her home without her permission. Am I asshole? What do you mean, are you the asshole? She told you you did something wrong. Just because you feel as though you did not do something wrong, that does not make it true. Sure, you may have had good intentions, but your intentions don't really matter in the end when you affected somebody. You did something that affected them. Probably freaked her out a little bit, made her incredibly uncomfortable. You kidnapped a drunk woman, again, with maybe good intentions here, you know. If you really felt for someone's safety, sure, but you did kidnap your friend when they were drunk and brought them to your bed. You know, again... I don't know why this is an am I the asshole, because she told you were in this case. Sure, you might not be able to see how, but why don't you listen to her for a second here? Why don't you listen, try to think a little critically of the situation? I don't know, it seems like a case of someone's mind being in the correct place, but overstepping boundaries with somebody because you feel, as you put it, you feel responsible for her well-being and safety. Why? Did she ever at any point tell you that that's something you need to worry about? I understand that friends feel that way for one another. That's totally normal, but you don't get to make executive decisions for someone else. You know, I feel like there are steps that you could have taken before making an executive decision about your friend and her choice to do something else. Drunk or not, again, there's just a lot of layers here, I would say. But let's move on. Hope you apologize to Julia. Hope you guys made up. Hopefully you guys are buddies again and this wasn't a giant world-ending deal for the pair of you. She just wants a dude with lots of money. She's probably got 13 pups with 4 different Chads and 9 different Tyrons. Really? Tyrons? Were you trying to say Tyrones? Were you trying to say something like kinda messed up? Oh, yeah, the whole comment is kinda messed up. Cool. Got it. Her, I want a man who honors a woman and doesn't sleep around. Someone who always listens to me and is there for me. Friend-zoned guy friend, like me. Rapper with 20 women walks in, like him. What kind of weird fantasy did you just admit to on Reddit? What is this? Rapper with 20 women walks in? This seems a little telling, doesn't it? Country at heart, but living in the city. I'm too nice. Okay. I need to learn how to be a prick. Obviously, that's what everyone's looking for. Don't bother sending me your fake photos or whatever. Being real is key. Just be true to yourself. XRP. If you know, you know. I'm sorry, but if you ever put if you know in your bio or a post or a tweet, I'm outie TT. I'm out of there, dude. No chance. I don't know why. I just get alarm bells ring-a-ding-dingling. It's kind of like, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best energy. That's what I feel. If you know, you know. Sorry, not sorry. LMAO, you so obviously haven't had sex with the right man. Allow me to change that? No thanks, I think I'll stick with the guacamole. Hey, you're one intriguing woman. You complain about being single, and yet the second a man offers you his company, you would rather eat guacamole? This is why you're fat. I think that might have been the funniest thing I've ever read. It's like, you can't grasp the concept of irony. Maybe you're not as nice as you think you are. Bitch. You would be lucky to have me. You should be grateful I'm even talking to you. You're so right. What was I thinking? I'm being so dumb. You're obviously such a nice, charming guy. When can you come over, sexy? Wait, really? Really? Hell no, I'd rather die alone. Yeah, dude, you're sad. That's sad. I love that. When a man offers you his company? No, you didn't. You said, please have sex with me. EmKay, let's do it. Really, I'm really good at it, I swear. That's what you said. You didn't offer your company. Knock that crap off. Own up to your stupidity. That would be great. You know what? People would probably like that a lot more than you shying away from what you actually said. I think the lesson I'm learning is that I should become a red flag because that's the only way I'm gonna lose my virginity. That is incorrect. I can safely say that. I don't seem to see a retinue of gentlemen pressed into livery or livery attending you. The rejection. Oh, good God. When I meet a pretty girl and ask her, please come with me, and she passes me in silence, then what she means is this. You're not a duke with a name to conjure with, no powerfully built American Indian with square-shouldered physique, with calm, impassive gaze, with skin laved by the air or laved by the air of the prairies and the rivers that irrigate them. You've never been to the Great Lakes or sailed them, wherever they are to be found. So tell me, why should a pretty girl like me go with you? You forget that no automobile is carrying you swaying through the streets in powerful thrusts. I don't seem to see a retinue of gentlemen pressed into livery attending you, murmuring blessings as they follow you in a pedantic semicircle. Your breasts are stowed away tidily enough in your corset, but your hips and thighs make up for their... Okay, this is the craziest thing I've ever read. Make up for their parsimony? Parsimony? You are wearing a taffeta dress with plaits of sort that delighted us last autumn and garbed... Damn, okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me just read the end. Yes, we're both quite right. And, lest we become irrefutably persuaded of the fact, why don't we now go each to our separate homes? What the hell? What was this? That was completely psychotic. Do girls even like nice guys? Ugh. I feel like they don't even give a damn about someone that would treat them right, spoil them, spend some time with them, and genuinely being nice to them. I'm that type of guy, and it looks like they just care about, really, about frickers that don't respect them and do nothing for them, as well as being violent and all this stuff. If any lady cares to explain, I'm all ears. Remember, when you call yourself a nice guy, really analyze that. Are you nice? Because it seems like you're not. Don't go all detective. This is new for her, remember? I'm not, it's just facts. I've given her flowers, invited her to a date at, and offered to help her with her church stuff. I've been a real gentleman, and she's been cold as stone. But blah blah blah, rather waste time with boys, that's not her scene. Blank is the one who invited her. Also, 20-somethings don't own the beach. Don't own the beach? I don't know what you two are talking about, but man, you need to tell your homie to knock it off. You can say what you want, but women are made to be looked at. Excuse me? They're beautiful creatures. They're not creatures. They're not creatures. How many times do we have to say it? They're not creatures. Quit using that terminology. It's nasty. It perpetuates a cycle of not seeing them as people. I bet every man here has at least watched this video 3 times on repeat. Me? I'm single, so I kept watching until I even liked the guitar solo she was playing, and man, can the other dance without even really trying. Women are made to seduce, and men are made to admire them as God intended. I don't understand the haters here in the comments, but then again, I'm one of the nicest men in the world. It's probably just me. Yeah. The best friend you overlooked. The guy who's always there for you, but you friend-zoned. The church guy. The nerds, the quiet guys, the short guy. Stop choosing the guy from the bar, the guy on the bike, the guy who doesn't give a rip, the guy who never calls you unless he wants something, you know. The guys who treat you that's all you want. The rich guy, he can get 10 of whatever he wants. Yet they wouldn't dare talk to the guy who has a stable job, would rather stay at home than go out, or has a hobby like video games or comics, or is quiet and shy. Because we want the guy who's 6 foot, makes $100K a year, has tattoos, and treats me like crap. Hey, I resent the tattoo remark. Don't you dare imply that that means I'm a bad person or lesser than you. Also, quit crapping on video games and comics. I've got this sneaky suspicion that, wow, you know what's crazy? Women also like video games and comics. They don't hate you for it. They don't think you're lesser for it. It's crazy. Sure, a couple do, because that's not their bag. But you know what? Stop it. Just stop it. I don't mean to call females. A lot of you are real women. I'm just over here being overlooked. Probably for a good reason. I don't really care about embarrassing myself when it comes to women. If they can't handle my personality, they clearly aren't my type. If they are open-minded enough to give me a chance to show them who I am and not just judge me off my looks, then that's who I'd think about spending my time with. So many basic bitches out there for real, and I don't mean to call females bitches. Wow, you used and females together. You are scary. A lot, ooh, where's the a lot monster? Of you are real women. But the whole lot of them, I swear. What? And I'm just over here being overlooked, and it's totally cool. I'm in no hurry to screw with anyone or date. I got high standards, and I really don't care for one-night stands. Well, screw you if you read all this. Hey, what the hell, man? I'm just doing my job. Screw you. If the roles were reversed, what a gentlewoman. Let me get the door for you. I'll also pay for dinner. So, your place or mine? Oh, I don't think I'm ready for that. What, after all I did for you? Hey, we've got r/nice girls, it's fine. I stopped caring about women when I realized they have freaky segs with other guys that aren't me. What? You get what you give. I stopped caring how women feel after I learned that many will have one-night stands and do all types of freaky stuff with some guys, but then get a boyfriend and become vanilla and lie about their pasts too. Seems that being a fuckboy and dehumanizing people is the better strategy. Dehumanizing any individual is never the better strategy. That's straight up messed up and immoral. Like I said, you get what you give. I learned directly from watching how women play the game that you don't get bonus points for playing the game nicely. That's like saying it's okay for a woman to play the game and lie about how many people they slept with or how good a guy is in bed. Oh, I hate this. This is painful. Nice guys like me never get a chance, said a 35-year-old man to his 16-year-old niece. Am I so for going on a nice guy rant at my niece? I, 35, am currently looking after my 16-year-old female niece for the summer while her parents are out of the country for work. I've been single for most of my life, never really got the whole dating thing down. I've had my struggles, but that's neither here nor there. Here's the issue. My niece, let's call her Kay, is attractive and popular at her school. She's been dating football players since she started dating. Now, being single and somewhat jaded, I've noticed a lot of these jock types tend not to treat their girlfriends well. How do you know that? Did you watch too many movies? How do you know the guys that she's dated or the person she's currently seeing doesn't treat her well? You don't have any evidence of that, do you? Unless she has come to you and said that, you don't get to just make up crap in your head. This is weird. They have a reputation for being arrogant and self-centered. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just watched too many movies. Gotcha. I've been concerned about Kay, so I decided to talk to her about it. The other night, after overhearing yet another phone conversation where Kay's current boyfriend seemed dismissive and rude to you, I sat her down for a talk. I told her that she's worth more than these athletes give her credit for, and that she should consider dating someone who genuinely value her for more than her looks. I suggested she consider dating a nice guy for a change. This is where it got heated. Kay got defensive and said I was being judgmental and didn't understand her relationships. Sure, that's probably true, okay? I may have let my frustrations get the better of me and went on a bit of a rant saying things like these jocks only care about themselves and their egos, and nice guys like me never get a chance. I also may have implied that her choices reflect badly on her. In hindsight, I can see how I came off as bitter and envious. I'm glad you could see that. She stormed off and won't talk to me, saying I was being an a-hole for generalizing her boyfriends and for not respecting her choices. I didn't mean to upset her. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. Yeah, I am. I'm sure you didn't, but you knew you were being the asshole here, so don't go asking the internet to rip you 3 new assholes, because you know that's what's going on down in those comments. You know it. This is just, come on, man. You absolutely could have controlled yourself better than that. She's the child. She's the 16-year-old who should not be held to the same standard as her 35-year-old uncle, okay? You needed to be the grown-up, because you are the grown-up, but you didn't act like one. She probably acted like more of a grown-up than you, and she's the kid, so wow. Really hope you learn from this one and apologize. Red Rover said, cute, financially stable, emotionally mature men right over. We do exist. Either we're stuck in your friend zone because you think we're too nice, or we're not interested in dating anymore because we've given 120% every time and get crap and abuse in return. Now we're very happy by ourselves with our pet dog or cat. At least they treat us and not cheat on us or get forgotten about. Hope this helps you out, LOL. I tried being nice. Context, this was the 5th message he sent me after I deleted the chat, in response to me asking why he was rooming with someone else. I'll go off. I tried being nice. Bye? Who do you live with? Not what I asked. You're freaking stupid. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but still not what I asked. Unless that was your answer, which I wouldn't consider trying to be nice. I'm done arguing and trying with you. Please block me. I thought you were cute, but you're rude. FML, I hate it right now. I'm depressed. I feel like giving in and giving up. Anxiety kicks my ass every day. I forced myself to be nice and kind for too long. Really, you forced yourself? So you've always been mean? Maybe it's time for the serious mean no f***s given Jason to come out. My kindness and patience will no longer be taken advantage of, because there won't be any to give. Screw people. People suck. You all suck. I'm don't playing the freaking nice guy. Be ready, because you will all not like what I'm about to become. It's all you people's fault. You're turning the nice guys into a-holes that will run the world one day. No one's turning the nice guys into a-holes. Surprisingly enough, they've been doing that just fine themselves, because they are a-holes. I'm not saying if you do call yourself a nice guy that you can't be. It's just, there seems to be a pattern here, right? Yes, but always got matched to boys, so stopped. When sweet, innocent, and good guys appeal to girls, they reject him or he gets used. His mind and heart gets broken when the type you mentioned approach you people fall for them. Nice going. Sure, pal. All chicks love money, right? So act appropriately. Okay, wait a minute. Hey, $4,300 in total. I mean, good for you. It seems like you're doing okay, but what the hell? Hey, yo, girl, I got $75. You want to go out? Hi? How you doing, beautiful? Where you from? Why did you send me a screenshot of your bank account? I don't know. Answer my question, though. No, you answer mine. Because you need to see how much I got so you can act appropriately. Oh, man. I'm a man and I don't agree with these guys. You still have to remember that these guys aren't bad people, they're just brainwashed. I hear you, but honestly, after a lifetime of dealing with brainwashed men who can't be bothered to learn better, no sympathy left. Then there's part of the problem. Bad guys make women feel less sympathy, thus making guys bad, and it becomes a cycle. It goes both ways, too. It's weird. If girls on here gave me a chance, I'd be so worth it. But unfortunately, people's expectations are too high, and they're looking to play games, lying about what they want, and dry text. Not put effort. And I'm not like most guys. I'm also looking for a long-term relationship. I'm not interested in hookups. I'm interested in something real. Right, okay? I hope you're willing to prove that, you know? I would do anything to go on a date like this where people valued things like kindness and were respectful. Something that's a miracle today. In reality, when a nice Jeff turns up among bad boys, the girl always can't help but go for the bad guys and have a bad marriage. Some things never change. I do genuinely believe that these people watch too much television, too many movies, things of that nature, and then believe that that is an accurate representation of the world they live in, because it's not. Sure, that pattern might exist somewhere out there, but none of the girls I ever had crushes on who started dating sports guys, none of those sports guys were rude or mean or evil people, you know? Not like in the movies where the jock just thinks everyone's stupid. I never got that from anybody. They were really nice people. Once you, I don't know, spoke to them and treated them like a normal person, you'd be surprised at how normal they are. They're people too, they just have different interests to you. Whoa, crazy. We play D&D, they play football. Who gives a shit? Have you ever seen Freaks and Geeks? I recommend it. That's probably the most accurate representation of a lot of stuff. And it's not actually accurate in any way, shape, or form at all. So just keep that in mind, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a full laugh for real. I guarantee you that in the years they were friends, she's dated and screwed other dudes, and then complained to her friend about them being a-holes. And in all that time, she didn't give him a second thought. And him ghosting her, I bet you he didn't do anything. He just stopped being the one who initiated conversation. I'm pretty confident that if she got off her entitled princess ass and called or texted him asking how he's doing, he would reply without an issue. None of what you said would surprise me if true. Did other dudes and actively sabotaged his relationships in high school? Very likely, yes. The only reason blah, 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 blah. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but whatever, man. Knows a guy who had multiple relationships. A lot of 9% of the women are dating... What does that even mean, bro? Stink, you made the worst excuses to stop talking to me, I swear. Lol, literally. Want to kill myself scrolling up and looking at that crap. It genuinely made me happy and smile. And then it just went to when you were like, I don't want to get hurt mindset. And then it just went to... Okay. Oh, dear Christ, what are we looking at here? The world is full of crap people. Lol. What do you mean? I'm drunk and angry. LOL. Worst date ever. Remind me in the morning to stop dating. That would be awesome. What happened? He tried to guilt me for not going over to his house after our date. Ooh, okay, so this isn't what I thought it was going to be. This is going to be interesting. Told me everything I wanted to hear. Pretended to want the same things. Talked the talk. When it came down to it, he was like, so do you want to come over? And I was like, well, it's getting late. I work tomorrow, but I'd like to see you again if you're up to it. And he was like, so that's it? Wined and dined and you won't come over? And I was like, well, this is our first date, and I said I'd like to see you again. And he was like, is that what you thought this was? Huh? I was so caught off guard. I said, "You literally called me and asked me if I'd like to go on a date with you. Those were your words." And he was like, "You really knew what this was, though." And I said, "I literally thought this was a date because you asked me on one and I had a good time. Up until now." And he was like, "So you're really not going to come over?" And I said, "We talked about taking things slow and agreed we wanted to see where things go and see if there was any potential in actually dating each other. After our many talks about what we wanted." He looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I did all of this because I wanted to be a decent guy. I only wanted one thing from you. Looks like I'm not about to get it." I was so screwed up after he said that. I literally turned around and walked away from him and got into my car and drove off. He called me and was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I just hung up on him and blocked him. Stop dating. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I'm very glad you just hung up on him." No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is some disgusting right there. That is so nasty, so mean, so rude. As she said, he talked the talk. He knew what he was looking for, and then threw a little hissy fit because he wasn't going to get it. He knew he wasn't going to get it. Absolutely. Oof. That is so sad. Look, and he successfully got a date too. He called up and said, "Hey man, you want to go out? I like you." Whoa! And she said yes. All the nice guys out there that talk about how ridiculously terrifying it is to speak to women. I don't know, this guy did it. Too bad he was also a piece of garbage. God damn. Ooh, dude. It's just, I can't apologize on behalf of the terrible men. I can't do that. I will. I apologize on behalf of all the terrible men. I know it's not really going to fix anything or help in any way, shape, or form, but I feel obligated at that point. Where to meet top 1% what? I'm a 29-year-old living in a major metro area. I'm in a C-suite exec pulling $400K a year base salary and around $5 million total comp a year. I've looked through the dating apps, Bumble, Hinge, etc., and while I don't have any trouble meeting women from there, I haven't found any that are worth pursuing. I grew up pretty broke, so I don't have a social network that includes women like myself. Okay, where do I go to meet higher quality women, models, etc., to try and make a match? I just don't actually see the people I'd like to meet out and about. Are you Patrick Bateman? But here's the thing. The real question is, why do women fall for these toxic men? Why don't they leave them alone? I think all you women out there know the answer to this question, because these types don't show their ugliness on the first date. They charm you and manipulate you, then attack you when you're hooked. Let's not blame everything on women all the time. Well, it's always the woman's fault if she willingly chooses the narcissist guy over a guy who can love her and be good to her. The problem with today's women is that they crave attention. We all do! We all do! That's not like a woman thing. We all crave attention. We're young. It's natural for us to want to do that. They crave chaos and drama. Okay, ladies, I do have to admit, you guys might crave a little bit of chaos, but not in the nice guy way that he's implying. I know that you guys specifically just enjoy a little bit of chaos for funsies, right? Again, not like he's implying. You know what I'm getting at, right? Like viral Twitter joke chaos, you know what I mean? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you get me. Anyway, and they love uncertainty because they're always thinking if the narcissist will love them when he only wants to use them, creating a vicious cycle of violence and even death. Ooh, dude. Like I said, there's no use trying to understand women. They don't even understand themselves. They'll date bums, drug addicts, sex offenders, wife beaters, you name it, and then they'll completely ignore men like me who work hard every day to... Dude, you're on 4chan. What do you mean you work hard every day? Stop it. Get some help. I just don't understand. Like, why you gotta act like you're into me but leave me undelivered for hours, but you're talking to other people and your snap score goes up? So I know you're just ignoring me. I don't deserve that. Like, I'm literally the nicest freaking guy ever, bro. I'll be your freaking chauffeur because you can't freaking drive, and I'll buy you food and pay for everything. I try so hard to please someone just for them to treat me like garbage and ignore me. Either tell me off or don't stop being a terrible person. Sometimes people have other friends. Your ideal relationship? My ideal relationship. Betas are treated like nothing more than discardable munches by modern women, while alphas are treated like kings by trad women. We're not the same. I don't like Homelander and that psycho being part of the joke. I don't. They're literally the most evil freaking characters I can think of off the top of my head. Currently on TV, quote unquote. If you want, your choice. I may not have much time tomorrow. I think we can meet today. I don't think it will break me. Only 1 hour max. I will go to work tomorrow. I texted Robert and said what a friendly person I am. Hey, are you there? I won't push the limits if you won't answer. Heyo. You can trust me. I'll provide my best friendly support. You're sitting with 2 of your boyfriends, I know. Audio calls at 22 minutes. What? Did he... Wait, how does that work? Oh, it's the time. I must be stupid. I'm a moron. I forgot. I don't do 24-hour clocks because I can't read numbers. It's nice to see so many honest and open men expressing their experiences here. Having been involuntarily abstinent for over 2 years and single for 5, I recently gave up, and that was the most liberating feeling. Women looking for emotionally available guys is a half-truth. What they're really looking for is a garbage truck and someone to give them the whole spa treatment after we dump out all their toxic trash in some proverbial landfill. For what? As a halfway decently attractive guy with plenty of hobbies, interests, world travels, I can barely even get a date. Are you actually trying, or are you being rude? But that's okay, because I recently realized the majority of women I'm talking to aren't that interesting anyway. When do you have everything handed to you and have society that panders to your every desire? You end up having a very boring person that has no idea what struggle really is. Oh, shut up. We're moving on, you dork. Good day, madam. Why do you talk like that? It's called being a gentleman, but clearly you're not a lady. If you start a conversation with a question and not a greeting. What? How's it? What? My credit score starts with an 8. Does it start with an 8 or is it just 8? So swipe left if you aren't at least an 8. This high-value man knows his way around a Home Depot. Wow, that is the greatest thing I have ever read. That is the single best descriptor you can put in a dating profile. This high-value man knows his way around a Home Depot, although me personally, I would say Lowe's. So let's swap that out. If you play your cards right, your TV won't be the only thing I mount to your wall. Okay, did you say Mormon? What? Mormon? Okay, look, something's not quite adding up in wow. Running streams? Do tell. I have no idea what that is. Haha. What mediocre gaming do you attempt and fail miserably at? If you say Mario Bros, I'm going to slap you through the phone. And howdy doody, my name is Blank. Nice to meet you, Blank. I don't see anything wrong with Mario games if people enjoy them. That was not the question, but okay, that's cool. Pretty sure no one dislikes Mario. Yeah, but saying you're gonna slap me if I said it isn't the way to go. Clearly a joke, as I can't physically do that at all through a phone. Clearly you don't get jokes, so I should probably hold back on my type of humor. I think you should hold back with the English language in general. Don't be speaking to anybody online like this at all. I see this was done in 2021, so it's been a while. I hope that you have grown since then and become less of an abrasive dork. A tiny little footstool man. Yeah, I'm a nice guy. Narcissistic, insecure, cynical edgelord. Hey, don't stop. That's mean to me. Yeah, abuse of females sucks, but it's also an educational opportunity when you think of it. Here, you know what? Before I read the rest of what you say, let me think of it. Yeah, I don't know what the you're talking about. It's a chance to learn what happens when you date dervishes and not nice guys. Me and pick nice and single. I wouldn't consider you nice after you said that the abuse of females is some sort of learning opportunity. You just have to think on it, okay? Nah, we ain't going there, pal. I had plans yesterday with a guy from Hinge. Time/date was nailed down, but he didn't respond to my last message. So no, see you there kind of thing. It felt like I was ghosted, and I sent a message at the time of our date saying something like, I assumed you changed your mind. Too bad. I'd rather call him out even if I didn't get a response. Then, he actually responded with a big message about being hungover, slept through our date time, and feeling really sorry. He asked if I'd be willing to reschedule. The obvious answer's no, right? I can't believe how much this has happened to me in the last few months, and I need some clarity. I need higher standards, right? That's what you get for picking guys based on appearance. What does that even mean? That LMAO is very deserved. What does that mean? It's my 33rd birthday and I'm still a virgin. I think that really says something about society these days. Not to get all preachy, but I've tried my damn to be a great guy my whole life. I've shown women levels of respect worthy of a queen, yet I'm still here unmarried, single, and alone. My only assumption is that women these days are used to being treated like shit, so when a good guy comes along, they're so brainwashed they can't see past their rose-tinted glasses and fail to see the goodness right in front of them, and that saddens me beyond belief. Anywho, I'm still going to enjoy my birthday as I planned. I'm having a dinner at P.F. Chang's at 7:30. If anyone wants to join me, just message me here and you can come along. I'll pay for your meal and drinks as I have the money to spend anyway. Man, come on, it's your birthday. Can't come, sorry. Hope to see you soon. Happy B-Day. Thank you, happy birthday. Oh God, happy birthday, dude. Oh shit. Oh, he needs a better support group around him, honestly. No, not because of the sex thing. Society doesn't owe you sex. What I mean is, damn, he was having to beg so-called friends on Facebook to come to an expensive birthday dinner that he was gonna pay for, and everyone said no? God, always remember, the attractive assholes are the ones who actually get the girls. Always has been, always will be. The nice guy thing will get you nowhere. Nah, it's BS. People just say that because they'd rather blame women instead of the problems with themselves. I didn't blame anyone, I just said the truth. People just don't like to be faced with it. Okay, sure, pal. Shout out to the boyfriends who love their girlfriends unconditionally while she's learning to love herself. Y'all are appreciated and rare. And after learning to love herself, she forgets that you exist and gets cheated soon, if only it doesn't backfire. We'll still get played though. Shout out to me for having that heart of gold even though she left me anyway. Yeah, appreciated till she loves herself again and then she's gone. So you don't want her to love herself. Because her standards are going to go up and she's going to realize that you're actually a giant jerk. Insane, huh? Non-virgin normie women, goonettes, autistic femcells, hood rats, substance abusers, prostitutes, nice guys. I'm so lonely. What? Oh Lord, what the hell is a goonette? Wait until women find out a lot of men actually do this, but they're meeting the dudes at raves, concerts, and bars instead of a bookstore or game store or any place that's not a place with intoxicated people. I'm sorry, a game store? Really? That's the example you're using for hygienic men? Really? Nah, bro, get out of here. You sound like one of them girls don't like nice guys bitch asses. I don't know why the term bitch ass is so fun. Nice guys, when they find out that many people who are actually nice are in a relationship. You guys are getting laid? Yeah, huh? The best a good guy can get these days. Still not over first love, 2 exes, 3 situationships, 4 hookups, 1 male bestie, 6 crushes, 15 reply guys. Okay, wow. Just start saying it out loud, friend. Unfortunately, a lot of girls/women are chasing douchebags that won't treat them right. I'm not saying this pertains to the OP, just a general observance. 8 through 10s, women, are chasing 8 through 10 guys who are only there for a pump and dump, while us 4 to 7s out here laying down over puddles. You're... the 7s? Really? Anyway, 7s out here laying down over puddles, handing over our umbrellas, kneeling with hands over coals, and taking bullets for them. We accept this because we want them to be happy even if they're not with us. You sure? We're the most empathic, the most reserved, but we are overlooked. We are out here for our princesses and queens, just waiting. But in their eyes, we're just jesters or serfs. Just some allegories, but you guys know what I'm saying. I know everyone has preferences in looks and demeanors, but sometimes women will go search far and wide for Mr. Right and overlook the Mr. Right here under their nose. Oh, what a shame, fella. Unpopular opinion. It's women who create nice guys. Stop telling young men you want someone nice and tell them you want a goddamn man who will fight for you and keep you grounded. Okay. I just don't even know how to respond to these people anymore. Listen, can I say something? You're cute. So what's new in that? I was born cute. It's a popular Bollywood movie reference. Don't act like a fairy, especially with me. I know how to cut wings. I don't know how else to translate this. Men. Till date, men have been doing the honorable job of not letting women fly and soar by chopping off their wings and killing their ambitions. Sad reality. I said you're cute, chill. I asked how your trip went. Hate to break it to you, doll face, but you damn sure aren't the best looking girl out there. So if someone has to pop your overinflated ego, I'll be that man. Take a piece of humble pie, a Coke, and a smile, and shut the f*** up. Over here acting like because a dude said you were cute and asked how your trip went, you got me saying I love you and dumb-o. No, you need to get off your high horse. You think my confidence in myself is all because of you? You continuously hit me up, even when I don't respond, and you're taking my confidence as something you personally have to attack. Why? Because you can't handle a woman talking about how men message her on social media? Oh, it's sad. All right, let's continue. I know it's painful. You do know other men hit me up, right? You talk about inflated egos, but that's coming from a man who thinks what he has to say matters so much to me that my ego will be hurt. Don't you think if I cared what you have to say, I'd actually respond back to you? Oh, now remove him. He ain't coming back. Get him before he thinks he wins by blocking you. Men of Reddit, what's a physical trait your SO's insecure about but you find attractive? Edit. Thank you for the awards. And thank you for all these beautiful replies. I hope all the women get to come across this post so they realize how their insecurities don't matter with the ones who love them. Can't say, because I've been single for 5 years. All the girls my age seem to want a Chad. Lol. Okay, so if you didn't have an answer to the question, can you not answer the question? That would be great. Why y'all bitch about there being no more nice guys left, but when you meet one, you friend zone them? Oh, shut up about the goddamn friend zone, okay? Stop it. Stop it. Boo! So, we have heard of only one side of story. Women have tendency to criticize and complain on their husbands. Men are calmer and suffer in silence. Men are what? I'm sorry. Second sentence in this giant story of Who Asked. Men are calmer? Okay. All right, sure, yeah, totally. Men are just generically, they're all calmer, sure. Mothers poison children's mind for their husbands, and they win because they spend more time with children. What we can know for sure is that blank was a toxic mother. Happens in almost every single home. While man is toiling hard to maintain these wife and children, men really are considered thankless disposables in society. But it shows actual character of woman. Society needs to grow up. Most times, people who are good at drama and politics win because good souls don't care about that shit. I don't understand a word you just said. Don't be so dramatic, says boyfriend who punches walls. Looks more like she's been covering her ears to not listen to anything he had to say. So to punch the wall was to finally get her attention. Okay, yeah, sure. She's not covering her ears, though. That's not what's going on. I'm a little confused. Are you analyzing a stock photo used for an article from a satirical online magazine? Let's all just take a moment to appreciate how a completely fictional man can exhibit abusive behavior in a hypothetical universe that exists solely to mock this behavior, and someone out there will still bend over backwards to defend him, while also suggesting that punching a wall is a rational thing to do to get someone's attention. It's not. You remember what happened to Andy Bernard when he punched a hole through the wall in the show The Office? They sent him to counseling. And it was for a while, okay? Because it's a serious thing to deal with anger like that. Which, by the way, is not your partner's cross to bear. If you have anger issues and you snap very easily, that's not their goddamn job to fix. It's yours. And I know it's hard. Met a girl last week. She was supposed to come over for dinner, but choked last minute. Sucks to be her. Went all out, butternut squash soup that I made, not the boxed stuff. Barbecue chicken, I don't know what that word is. Does that say crapadier? I'm just kidding, I'm messing with you. Nice garden salad with a fancy dressing, and peach crisps with ice cream for dessert. Also had a nice bottle of wine, but I'll keep that for next time. Took some pics and sent them to her. See you next Tuesday. I get it. I get it. I'm busier than you. Hi, sorry I've been really busy. I don't think I could keep up with texting or hanging out, so I'm sorry. I did have fun the last time we hang out, but I don't think I can offer you time. You're a good person, though. LOL responds right away. Shows how busy you are. I'm more busy than you. Don't use that as an excuse. That's so lame. Like, come on. Look how fast you just responded when I asked if you're good. You were messaging me while out, if town. Now, all a sudden, you're too busy. Lol. Why are you lying? I have no idea. Shows what kind of person you are. First off, it's not an excuse. I had my finals today and had been studying. Not that I owe you an explanation, but I do work a 9-to-5 job, plus I am in university to get my degree in med school. Please be mindful on how you would compare your daily life to someone you've only met once. Damn, you just put him 6 feet under with that. It's all bullshit, lol. Be mindful of your lies. I put in an effort to talk to you while I was out of town and have time to myself, but finals is my priority. How you're talking to me right now also shows what kind of person you are. Oh, but you sure have time to send a text right now. Damn, you are really holding on to that, aren't you? Yeah, but you're texting. You're texting. Busy is when no text. Hi. Hey, is this blank? Yes. Do you want to go on a date with me? Lol. I know it's kind of random, lol. Sorry, lol. I'm not a creep, I promise. Hello? Did I do something wrong? No, I'm sorry. I'm just not interested. Okay, I'm not bad, but can you tell me why? I'm just not looking for anything right now, but I'm flattered. Doesn't have to be a huge thing. One date, I guarantee I can change your mind. It's nothing personal. Fine then, lol. Have fun dying alone, LMFAO, bitch. Glad I didn't. You obviously have some personal problems. Can you just tell me why I'm not even mad? I just want to know. Hey girls, just a reminder, if you're feeling cocky today, 99% of females are chasing the top 2% of men. Okay, now I'm not going to read the rest of that. See, what we're going to do is we're going to stop and listen. Sorry, no. We're going to talk about something really quick. These numbers, these percentages he's saying here. Don't know where he got it. Someone makes the claim, demand that evidence. Or at least demand where they got this. Did he just make this up? Where did he get 99% of women are chasing the top 2% of men? What? And then he said, us 2% don't want. You just said a bunch of shit. You posted selfie on Discord. This clearly means we're soulmates. Oh, God. Here we go. I never comment, but you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I know you'll never see this, but we will. But I am the only one here who would actually treat you how you deserve to be treated, like the queen you are. But alas, you're probably already in a relationship that you secretly hate but can't break free from due to family pressure or fear of physical retaliation from your lover. Ugh, let's just get away from all this. DM me if you want to make the most of what we have left of this so-called life. Please notice me. Jesus, dude. What's some examples of your ideal first meet together / date? And would you like to with me? Normally, just grab a bite and a drink or two. Something with an outdoor patio is nice. Bonus if there's a fire pit so we can stay warm enough to hang out a bit and chat. But I'm open for anything. Public, really. Oh boy. I'm down to sit down and talk if we first walk around and talk, otherwise I feel so awkward. I'm not a player or a sweet talker or a good talker. Wait, what? I'm not a sweet talker or a good not even a good talker. It's always those players and stuff who are really good at making a girl laugh and smile. I'm like, damn, you are not selling it. Hey, you want to go on a date with me? I'm not really good at talking and well, I can't make women laugh or anything like that. Basically, just kick me in the balls. And the rest of us actual, real, sincere nice guys aren't really great at that because we're not actors. Jesus. So I'm so sorry. It's so hard for us to find anyone because we suck at manufacturing chemistry like all of the... Well, you don't manufacture it. You don't manufacture it. This is not a popular sitcom because only the players get their heart on the first date. I see where you're coming from, but I'm a grown-ass woman. And that's why women say it's hard to believe a sweet, cute guy like me is single. I'd love a grown-ass woman. Well, it doesn't seem like you really do because you botched that whole damn thing. God! Anyways, will you be my girlfriend? I'm sorry, I don't really like you like that. You're a really great guy and you'll find someone perfect for you one day. Fuck you. I'm too good for you. You're a slutty. Oh, this is the type of behavior a couple of absolute besties would have with each other on a daily basis. Guy gets called out and retorts that he actually can't stop attracting women. What? More women have asked me for sex than I've asked them. I really want that inside me. I've had women call businesses asking if I was still there to get my number. Women leaving their number on the table, even when I didn't ask for it. Women throwing themselves at me, hoping I'd take the hint. I just pretend I don't, and I also never call them. Not almost. You see how I do that? My brain just interjects words sometimes, and it sucks, man. Furthest thing from incel, sweetheart. I'm putting this on neckbeard things. That is a good move as well. That's a very good move. Hey, bro, look at what I wrote! Nice guys finish last. Yeet the child. What was the first historical yeeting? Particularly, let's go a little further, what was the first historical yeeting of the child? You can always find these desperate professionals in their late 30s on dating apps. It's kind of sad because most of them miss out on good partners due to this incessant need to focus on non-romantic pursuits, only to realize they never had a reason for the career, home, car, etc. when it's too late to have a family. I like the implication here that all of that success literally means nothing at all if you don't have children and a husband. Sure, like you can't have a career, home, car, whatever, just for you. Sure, not having kids is selfish, bitch. Yeah, whatever, bro. What nice guys expect? M'lady, tips Fedora. Oh god, the bra fell off. Oh no! Here, let me help you put it back on. You should not go out with me if you're too nice. Yeah, I just read this. And then women complain about men screwing them over. Welcome to the world of dating. I despair. Me too. Nice guy logic. I'll treat you with basic human decency. Rail me. That's not how that works! Oh, man. I'm a nice guy. I believe she'll offer me sex in return. No. Stupid ass bitch. Wow. He's the type of person who texts like this. Hey, 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 hey. Why aren't you texting me back? Hey, hey, bitch. No, that's just how I text, everybody. After all I did for you, whoa. What a gentlewoman. Let me get the door. Also, I'll pay for dinner. So, your place or mine? Oh, I don't think I'm ready for that. After all I did for you? Ladies, what's stopping you from calling us bitches? Nothing is stopping you. You're just not letting it out. Please. Hey, sweetie, 20 man here. Wanna have some fun? Maybe give me... I'm sorry, what? Give me what? If you're that desperate to jerk off, watch porn. Don't DM random people that you don't know. Wow. Seems like you're not as shy as your bio says. Lol. You could be nice anyways, so you don't have to be like that. I asked nicely. No. I mean, look, just because you weren't as graphic as you could have been does not mean you asked nicely. Remember that. I am shy, just that I have my boundaries set. I'm not a sex toy, especially with unknown people, so go ask someone else. Girl, keep your attitude to your self. You don't have to be such a bitch and rude. You little fuck. Bye, bitch. See you never included. Oh, see you never incel. Although, I do also kind of think that your mistake in that message, it feels like it works a little bit. See you never included is never gonna be included in anything other than his own masturbatory efforts, because this is how he acts. Nice guys after 5 minutes of treating women like human beings? Well, it ain't gonna suck itself. Have you tried? Have you tried at all? You would be surprised, okay? Unless you're circumcised. Frickin' blocked me again. Cut it out. I didn't friggin' do anything to you. I've been nothing but nice to you. But no, you girls don't want that. You'd rather blow some 6-foot-tall asshat who beats you on a daily basis and does drugs and shit. Don't come crying to me when the next douchebag you date almost kills you. Honestly, you deserve it. Slutty breaking dumpster. Okay. Wow, let's try and get into the weeds with this one just a little bit. If you ever tell anybody that they deserve getting beaten or almost killed on a daily basis or whatever, I hope someone finds you, dude, and gives you what you deserve, okay? Riz tips for boys. If she says she is in the shower, respond, "Without me?" Say, "Where my hug at?" whenever you see her in real life. She gon' fuck with it. If she leaves you unopened, keep texting until she responds. Shows you care. Call yourself ugly a lot so she'll compliment you. Works 100% of the time. Make sure to follow those rules, guys. Me, every time I see a couple and I look way better than the guy. Why is the ugly guy always with some top-tier chick? Alright, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. She doesn't think that he's ugly. That's not what she thinks. He's a nice guy. He would never do that, right? Okay, creepy neckbeard. I love women like this. Sitting down carefree, not trying to hide their kitty constantly. Most of us nice guys aren't trying to look up your skirt or dress, so women, please stop trying so hard to hide it. Be like this woman, comfortable and not worried about what guys can see. Wow. That response, by the way, freaking yuck. That is the bare minimum, but it's so painfully accurate. You are so gross. If you, as what I hope is a grown-ass adult, if you use the word kitty, oh my god, dude. What is wrong with you? That's like Maximus on Fallout refusing to use any other word for his penis except cock. Wanna make my cock explode now? Like, that's what you sound like, dude. That's it. You had your chance, but you squandered it. I've been nothing but a nice guy and a gentleman to you. I held the door open for you every day, and for what? For you to stab me in the back? I deserve you! I earned you. But you just can't help being a Doesn't matter, though. I get what's mine. You can only push an angel so far until the demon comes out to play. What does that mean? No. Not the whole angel demon coming out to play thing. Whatever. Hell hath no fury, like a nice guy going to war. Whatever. What do you mean, I get what's mine? I'm not kidding. What the f*** does that mean, dude? Are you saying what I think you're saying? Because if you are, I hope someone called the police. Feminism is oppressing me. Modern society hates men. Yeah, modern society really hates men. Sure. That's why billions of men out there are still going on dates or married or have families. It's because society and women hate them so much that they have these weird decisions come out. Like, I'm going to date this man and invite them into my life and spend my life with them. Yeah, they clearly hate men. Yet this is what they're choosing to do. Okay, I got it. Women, the tighter her clothes, the looser her Okay, whatever her tattoo says, it really just says Does this go both ways? Like, does this also count for men? Because I don't have the most tattoos by any means, but my sleeve's progressing pretty well. I've got some patchwork, I guess, on the other arm. Does that make me a slut? Because if so, honey, you have no idea. The way she takes care of her feet and hair is the way she takes care of her and reputation. Okay. If she controls the sex, she controls the relationship. Oh no! That's terrible! Oh, don't control me! The way she feels about your is the way she feels about you. No. Look, if you don't like it, you are totally right. If you do like it, you are totally right. You see how this works? Jesus. What her conceals, her index finger reveals. What does that mean? What? Explain immediately. Taking a woman seriously is usually our first mistake. Oh, this is awesome. It's so bad. If you want to lose her, just give her more than she gives you. Right. The stronger you are, the better she treats you. The weaker you are, the worse she treats you. Why are you capitalizing the beginning of every word? If you want to lose her, just pedestalize her? Is that a word? Love her for what she is. Don't hate her for what she's not. Why does that one feel like you're actually trying to make, some sense here? Love her for what she is, don't hate her for what she's not is probably the only one of these that isn't completely disgustingly weird. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is to think she is innocent. What? What are you? Oh my god, you've got more! Women punish weakness the way men punish fatness. How so? If you don't believe in yourself, she won't believe in you either. Okay. If you want to be friend zoned, just be really nice to her and help her with lots of stuff. What? The minute you don't give a shit what she thinks of you is the minute you become more attractive. Not true. Literally, absolutely not true. Don't lean in, pull her into you. Oh, why? Because I'm gay if I let her finish the kiss. Be the man she can't control. Ew. Arguing with her is falling into her frame? Men have to create their value. Women have to protect their value. Excuse me? What the? Huh? Look, society takes a lot of people's value away, but inherently it takes women's value away a lot faster and a lot meaner in so many ways. She is like a child. She reasoned just like her daughter. Wow! Damaged feet or ankles, damaged Okay, is this a list? Was there anything more there? Is this a requirement for you? Being humble gets you nowhere with women. Absolutely nowhere. Excuse me? That gets you a lot of places. The more joy you have for life, the more attractive you will be. I could kind of see that, okay. The size of your is not the problem. That part is true. Absolutely not. I have never met a single person who's like, yeah, yo, look, if your dick ain't 12 inches, flaccid, we can't do this. Never been an issue, okay? And I've got the tiniest penis. First round is on me if we go out because I'm a gentleman. First round was, in fact, not on him. Why am I not surprised that Bozo is a bozo? How was the party? Hey, it was good. Sorry, I haven't been on my phone much today. Also, I did very much enjoy hanging out. Although, having thought about it, I do feel like our connection is more of a friendship vibe for me. You're a super cool guy, so thank you for agreeing to meet up and hang out, and I would hope you had a good time as well. Okay, here we go. All right, crack your knuckles, folks. Roll up them sleeves. He's about to get messed up. Oh, so you lead me into buying your shit and then you flake? Okay, you're a sad case. Have a good time finding someone who's down with you. Such a stupid You took me to Denny's instead of calling it. Suck my bitch. I'll thrive. Have fun finding your one. You'll be by yourself for a while. Right. Sure they will. NGVC? You know, I'm a 9 by any standard. Any. And there aren't 10s and 11s. 12s just knocking on your door. I don't know what any of that meant. Hello? Hey, it was really great to meet you last night. Sorry for the delay in the reply. Just tried the Tread 50 class. No problem, I'm happy to wait for you. Not saying I check my phone every few minutes for your texts, also not saying I don't. Okay. Unfortunately, I just didn't feel the energy at coffee. I think it would be unfair to lead you on, and I think we should part as friends. I wish you so many great matches on Tinder and Bumble. I don't get a say in this? No! It's just not gonna work out between us. Sorry. What do you mean I don't get a say in this? What are you even talking about? You're looking for a buddy, not a husband. What? What the hell? What's there to even work out except honestly, I would like to know. I just don't feel the chemistry and it's not gonna work out. I'm truly sorry that you feel hurt by my bluntness, but I wanted to make sure I didn't lead you on so you can devote energy to other matches. Thank you again for the coffee last night. I really wish you the best. What? You know I'm a 9 by any standard. Any. And there aren't 10s and 11s and 12s just knocking on your door. Doesn't the scale generally stop at 10? That means you're letting 8s, 7s, and 6s and less fuck you. Is that what you really want? You better think real carefully. Once I leave, I'm not coming back. Oh, no, please. You just lost yourself a customer, buddy. That's the same energy. Also, yeah, what, 10s, 11s, and 12s? I'm sorry, dude. Oh, no, they're letting... You know what? The number doesn't even matter. I see 8s, 7s, and 6s and just think, person they're attracted to, person they're attracted to, person they're attracted to. Oh, and also, person they're more comfortable with than you, person they're more comfortable with than you, person they're more comfortable with than you, which at the end of the day is, you could be a 50. I don't give a shit. If you're a douche, you're a douche. You're not touching my ass. Better think real carefully gets me, though. Hello? Too busy sucking up all the Tinder pics that show up on your doorstep? Firstly, you're a total tease. If you didn't like me, then don't meet up for coffee. Not how that works. Secondly, you're a total skank anyway, looking for screw buddies. I'm sorry, sometimes I self-censor, sometimes I don't. Finally, you did not have to get all psycho on me. You could have ghosted or... What's Caspered? And I woulda got that message. But no, you crave confrontation and putting people down, don't you? Rude. Good luck, psycho skank. Dude, Psycho Bitch, that's a great band. Have you listened to them? When Roxanne Ritchie rejects you for the 3rd time this week and falls in love with some blue guy, I'm sorry, but I'm with her completely all the way on that one. Have you seen Megamind? Okay, have you seen this guy? Sorry, it's not about how he looks, it's about his really weird personality, okay? He is Incel the Villain. That should have been his goddamn villain name. You're welcome for my honesty. I'm not looking to get ghosted. I was really looking to be a pen pal. Possibly totally and competing, wasting my time because we may or may not vibe in real time. Honestly, just from the last few messages, you sound like a prick. You're welcome for my honesty. I think you should get past your fear of being ghosted and pay attention to what I was telling you. That I'm interested in talking all the time until you're comfortable. But you're focusing on the wrong thing. I'm not afraid of that. I'm afraid of getting stuck in a relationship or even a conversation with someone who's a total asshole. I'm done here. Bye-bye. Completely fair. You do not want to waste an ounce of your life on someone who is a jerk. I'm a cautious person, sure, and I get bored very easily. All that, what? You gotta keep me stimulated with your question asking until you're comfortable enough to give me your number and kick it. Telling me that just makes me feel like you're going to get bored quickly and ghost. I don't find you boring, but that could 100% happen. You're welcome for my honesty. That's why I said, blow me up with questions. Try and annoy me and I'll respond every time. Well, maybe if you gave the quiet guy that wasn't the macho football captain a chance, maybe there wouldn't be as many incels. Okay, did all of these guys go to a high school from a movie? You know? Are all these guys from Hollywood's version of the real world? I'm confused. I've been happy and chipper for too long. Still gets me nowhere in bars and gets me no response from who I'm attracted to on dating apps. Drop your standards. OnlyFans have made modern women think that they are higher in the market than they should be. There is no market. The market is not real. There is no such thing as the market, you dumbass. You creepy, slimy little gut-busting baby. I hate the LGBTQ community because I tried to propose to my longtime crush only to find out that she is a lesbian. Really? Really? Wow. That's really sad. I'm so not sorry for you. Okay? You could have been very respectful about that, but nope. Now you hate them all. Today is not a good date for me. I proposed my longtime crush and found out she's a lesbo in a relationship with another lesbo. Freaking love tale ended horribly. Did you propose? Or did you just go, I like you, we should date? Because if you proposed, that just is, oh man, I hope that's not what happened. She literally preferred a lesbian over a gentleman, sincere, nice, and humble person like me. God, I'm cursed. Why are you saying lesbian like they're a different species? You know that's not how... Wow. Dude's talking about lesbian like they're orcs. Why don't you grow up, you freak? You know what? As a matter of fact, if you weren't such a little bitch about it and you were a little more respectful and an actual good friend or whatever your relationship actually was before this, maybe she and her girlfriend would have helped you get some, get you a partner, help you find something. They could have been the best wing women you're never gonna get. They are going to be so disappointed when they realize no woman of any age wants them. I also don't know any woman who regrets not getting married as a teenager to the first guy to show interest. You're single because you friend-zoned the nice guys through your 20s, while you rode the carousel and now no one wants you. The best part about these dudes is when they say stuff like this anyway, not actually the best part overall, but when they try to make this argument of riding the carousel and now no one wants you, that's never been true. Absolutely never been true except for your little weird club of dry dick. All I did was show you love. I hope you're doing okay. I wanted to give you a few days to gather your thoughts. Honestly, it really threw me off when you said you were uncomfortable. I have no idea why you would feel that way. I'm a super nice, respectful guy with a bright future. I never did anything but show you respect and kindness. And no, I'm not just putting on a pretty face to get you to take your clothes off. I honestly really liked you, and it bummed me out a lot when you said that. I would still love to talk to you and see what happens because I really liked you a lot, and you were someone that I clicked with really well. I just wanted to say that. I hope that you're doing well, and I'd love to hear from you again. Wait, hold on. What does she have to say? Oh, come on. Come on. I want to see what the response was. What did he do? I'm a doctor, so you must be into me for my money. Hey, you're pretty cute. Thanks, you're pretty handsome yourself. What do you do for a living? I'm a teacher. And based on your picture wearing scrubs, are you a doctor? Yep. So you're cute but broke. Wow. No wonder you swiped on me. What? Teacher sees a doctor, immediately turns into gold digger. Really setting an example for your students. Okay, I don't know what you're on, and I really don't have the capacity to handle this right now. I'll do us both a favor and unmatch. Narcissist ass. Oh, you should have really laid into him a lot more than that. That is embarrassing. Look, doctors, incredibly important to society. Very, very important. Upper echelon, S+ tier profession for sure. And they get paid the big bucks for it, right? Teacher? Almost above doctor in certain aspects, all right? Teachers should be making as much as doctors in so many ways. I'm not saying millions of dollars a year or something like that, but who the hell's teaching your kid? Doc? That's right. How much do they get paid? You clearly know they don't make nearly enough. I'm a nice guy! Any man who must say I'm a nice guy is no true nice guy. Really? Game of Thrones? Did we just teleport back in time a decade or 5? My dream woman would have C-cup or larger breasts and always been female and likes me for being the nice and sweet guy. Partial sex nymph wouldn't hurt either. This isn't really the point of this one in particular, but there are so many dudes out there that are like, man, it'd be so awesome if you just wanted to have sex like every 5 minutes. It's not what you think it is. Trust me, your d***'s gonna fall off. You're gonna be begging for her to just chill out. You're gonna have to be calling in the sex toys to tap you out, dude. Trust me, you don't know what you're asking for. I even gave you a compliment and liked your photography. Hello, you have a great profile. Love your photography. Hey, thank you. Means a lot. But I can't help but wonder. It's been such a long time since you last posted. What happened? Oh, just life. And you are also really good looking. Thank you very much. You do too. Or you, what? Is it okay if I save your photos? The nature photos? To use them as wallpapers? Sure. No, your selfies. No, my man, that's weird as hell. Please get out of my DMs. Yeah, and you know what? She absolutely saw this coming 37 miles away. But why? Why so defensive? I gave you a compliment and liked your photography. Because I don't want random creepy men to save my pictures and use them for, I don't even want to think about what. Okay, how about you send me some pictures I can have? This is what I get for being nice. Yeah, you weren't nice at all, though. Hey, I'm not interested. Best of luck on your search, though. Thanks, racist. Yeah, because not being interested in every single black guy in the world is race... Wait, what? Well, I know I'm not ugly, and I'm a pretty nice guy, so what else would be the reason? You're not ugly. Right, but you're over a decade older than me and nearly 700 kilometers away. Plus, I'm looking exclusively for a romantic relationship, but in your profile, the looking for section has everything except relationship. I bet they have no actual response to this. Me, a few years ago, thinking I was a nice guy, now realizing that I was a nice guy. Well, hey, you're reflecting, which, is a perfect opportunity to get better, and be an actual nice guy. You know what? Not even a nice guy, a nice person. How about that? A totally justifiable reason. Me trying to explain that I'm actually a really good person. I just got my heart broken when I was 14 by the love of my life, which made me into nonchalant, unlovable, manipulative, narcissistic, and uncaring person. All right. Have you tried a therapist? Us nice guys, not hurting woman's feelings, got rejections. Next comes a self-help book that teaches you how to kill mockingbirds. Wait, what? Last year I went on a date with a dude, and when I told him I was reading Animal Farm again, he laughed obnoxiously for an entire minute and said I was too old to be reading children's books. I think about that a lot. Worst is that she most probably sucked him and let him fuck her. And us nice guys, not hurting women's feelings, got rejections. Cruel world. Man, you're talking like that on Reddit, my dude? Yikes. I respect women and open doors for them and get nothing. Chad Thunder disrespects Foids and gets all the attention. No more Mr. Nice Guy for me. Have you guys noticed that so many of these guys are like, oh, Mr. has a giant, throbbing, veiny, beautiful penis, gets all the women. My guy, have you thought, maybe for a brief second, you might like Chad's thunder a little bit more than you thought before? Okay. Are you okay showing off your body while we text? Nope. Gets instantly blocked. Oh, not even with non-sexual poses? That's even weirder, man. What does that mean? I don't even have face pictures on here. Why would I send pictures showing my body? Okay, well, bye. What a shame. People are so dismissive. I was respectful, but it doesn't matter who does it. People will never be open. Well, that's not true at all. You girls and women ruined it for yourselves. F off. Even if a man wrote this to you genuinely, you would screw him off because he's a nice guy. You would, what? Who then proceeds to treat you terribly for years, but you love him, all the while calling guys who do open doors and pay for dinner and act as protectors toxic. Sound familiar? Guys, opening the door for somebody is not exclusive to being a gentleman for the ladies. I hold the door open for everyone. Here's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking? Oh, they're already done with this. Their name is Cowboy? Anyway, you, me, a real date. Not like how the kids do it these days. Like a real date. Sorry, he's a cowboy, I have to do it. I'll pick you up, say 5:30. Flowers, a pretty car, and a pretty girl. You're bringing a pretty girl over? That's points lost already. First, we grab dinner, your favorite place, obviously. Talk for like an hour over dinner, then we catch a 7 o'clock movie? The best one out, like Spider-Man or something awesome. Can you tell what type of cowboy I'm going for here? Then we go get ice cream. I'll get strawberry and you get your favorite flavor, and we could sit there and low-key fall in love with each other while we watch Cars and... Okay. Then have you home by your 9 o'clock curfew, and if I'm lucky, a hug and a kiss goodnight. I put a lot of thought into that. You really did. Your thought process wasn't great. I would get dumped after a multi-year relationship for talking like that, even if that's how we talk to each other to be funny. That's pretty shallow. Hi, I'm so glad we matched. I'm Kel. What's your favorite anime? Holy boobies! Golden Boy! My favorites are Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, and My Hero. That, sounded pretty negative. From past experiences, I'm very wary of people's motivations of getting to know me. I don't want to be viewed as a sexual object until after I've gotten to know them and know that sex is not their only motivation. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. That's pretty shallow. Maybe I just appreciate breasts more than your average guy. No, you don't. No. Maybe I'm just an open and honest person. Okay, not wanting to be viewed as an object is shallow. I'm sorry, I'll drop the boundaries that I have had to build up over time so that I'm not being taken advantage of. Believe it or not, 9 out of 10 girls will be instantly turned off by sexual comments about their bodies as soon as you've started a conversation. I was actually excited to get to know you, but I wouldn't be anymore. Like, come on, man. You eliminated the spark. I was gonna let it slide, but your reaction completely blew it. Good luck out there. Honestly, you should not have let it slide. That's weird. And yet the spark was doused that quickly. You shouldn't force yourself to try and reignite it after they killed it that fast, right? He can't get a girl? I'm shocked. Mom, Doritos! Donate blood today. Santa's a phony like God. B-con? Assholes get the girls, nice guys finish last. Typical. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me? What did Pinkie Pie have to do with this? Okay? That is me. No, she didn't do shit. Leave Pinkie Pie alone. She's not with him. Sorry, Garbo. I won't bother try to talk with you anymore. I was just hoping there was a chance to get to know you better. Oh boy. So even though you're a snobby little Spider-Woman, Catwoman, barista biatch who hates my guts, I still kind of like you. Thought you were different from other women, maybe a special quality that I thought you had. I do think you are a smart and appealing woman and you deserve better, whatever that may be. I only meant to try to be good to someone. If you should ever need anything, feel free to reach out. Wait a minute. So before you go to sleep at night, the question you should ask yourself, is this all there is? Wait a minute. So even though you're a snobby little biatch who hates my guts, I really like you. Hey, by the way, if you ever need anything, just feel free to reach out. I still love you. Holy shit, I love you. You're a though. I love you. Tonal whiplash, baby. Why do they think this will work? I don't know. Maybe they're just like shotgunning crap at the wall, hoping something will stick. Meet female. Be really pushy and pervy. Send unsolicited pic. Call her a whore when she doesn't appreciate you enough. There's no reason to appreciate you at all yet. You gotta earn appreciation, my guy. That's not given by default. The high-value man is the prize. Attractive women who aren't fat are much more common than 0.32%. Men in America who are 6 foot tall, obviously not long, make over 100,000 and are between 20 to 35 years old are 0.32%. The entitlement is real. You are not the table, ladies. They're not the table? All the apps suck. I'm sure the apps are the problem here. Hey now, I'm a catch, they're loss. Used to always blame myself. Using things like preferred race is gonna turn most women off. It's fetishizing. That's why I think it's weird that Hinge even asks. It certainly didn't ask me that. Wait, it does? Does it seriously do that? It's an option nowadays. It doesn't make it right. Lol. Oops. I just oopsied a little bit of racism in there. You should work on how you view women. It's kind of alarming. I'll just die single. Lol. You'd rather die single than learn to view women as complex individuals? Whatever works for you, I guess. Yes, lol, for sure that first one. As long as you're self-aware, I guess. Oh no, a woman cut her hair and looks about the same otherwise. And now a white supremacist doesn't like her. Whatever will we do? Oh boy, that's a lot. Females who do this should be arrested. 17,000 likes. 4.5 million views. I mean, you can't really trust that number, I don't think, but wow, dog. That is incredibly pathetic. Can you imagine seeing a photo of yourself just after you got a haircut online and a dude straight up says you should be arrested because you cut your hair? Wow. This is definitely that rage bait that I mentioned a few videos ago where they say the dumbest goddamn garbage because the amount of interaction this tweet's getting, if he can pull this every single time he tweets, Elon's gonna pay him at least $12 every single month to be there. So of course he's gonna rage bait. Whether or not this is something he actually believes, which if he does, oh my god, I feel like the smartest human being on the planet next to this dude. Also, just for the record, she's incredibly pretty regardless. Yeah, she looks... Actually, I prefer the short hair. She looks fantastic either way. This dude is completely insane. Kinda crazy. Mega cringe. Loser. Friends. He was upset because he thought you friend-zoned him. I was upset because I found out that he was just pretending to be my friend so he could have sex. A classical conversation. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I don't know why I thought that this conversation was dated 1840. I think I'm just a little bit dumb. But yeah, that's really the root of that problem, isn't it? The friend zone. You know, of course the friend zone isn't really real. It's just, if you believe in it, then yeah, what exactly are you trying to do? You're not trying to have a friend or a friendship. You're just trying to bang somebody. Which, good lord, man. Good lord, it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. Look, if that is what you are going for, why don't you grow a pair and make it known? Rather than, hope that through friendship, she'll just go, hey, yo, you know what? You're a good friend. Let's bang it out, brother. No, that's not where that's gonna go. That's not, because unlike you, hypothetical non-existent man in this situation, she does not run her life based around people. So, you couldn't be more wrong about me. Sorry for everything and any pain I caused. What? All right, oh my god, all right. He wrote a book. He wrote a book. Let's get prepared, all right? Okay. Think what you will about me, but you couldn't be more wrong about me. I really cared about you. Just like I cared about, blank. I just think you're a much better human than the people that surround yourself by including myself, okay? If that makes me enemy number one, so be it. I thought you were the greatest woman I ever met until recently. I apologize for trying to paint a negative picture on the one you truly love. I thought I was helping you point out things when all I was doing was getting involved in a situation I didn't understand. I'm a piece of shit for betraying whoever that is. I know, and that's a pill I have to swallow. I was selfish. You're not wrong in that. You couldn't be more wrong than me. You're not wrong about this part, though. I overinterpreted a situation that was none of my business and something that I didn't completely comprehend, and all I did in that process is hurt people I really cared about. If all this was a lesson, I appreciate your presence. I learned a lot from you in a short time and wish nothing for you but the best in life. Sorry for everything or any pain I caused, but I did really care about you. It was just never my responsibility, and I made things worse. Take care. I wish you and blank the best. God damn, I know nothing about this situation. But hey, you know what? At least, unlike this guy, I don't really care. I'm not gonna go shoving my nose where it is not wanted or needed in any way. Martin, age 37, 5'8", straight guy, less than a mile down the road. I'm a single father of 3. They are my world. If you don't have what it takes to help me raise my kids, then move aside and let a real woman step up. If you want me alone, you have to pay for the babysitter. Must help pay for beard and hair care. Being this beautiful isn't cheap. Must have your own car, preferably a 7-seater. Must be able to cook, clean, and be submissive. No taller than 5'7", no heavier than 100 kilos. Must be fit. Have your own source of income and your own teeth. Now wait just a minute. Look, man, out of all the most unreasonable demands you just made, you're really gonna top it all off with have your own teeth? You're a psycho, dude, okay? You cannot expect anyone to join this relationship and bring their own teeth into the equation, okay? Like, no, absolutely not. Mine aren't. I've been borrowing teeth for like the past 20 years, okay? Do you know how hard it is out there to have your own? I don't know what this bit is. I don't know why I keep going with it. I don't know why I'm insisting on continuing really focusing on the teeth. Maybe it's because the whole thing is stupid and silly and clearly making fun of some other profiles he passed at one point in time. On a post asking why she's never been asked out, found in the wild. Okay. Dress more feminine. I will never ask out a woman who wears jeans and a tee as her default. Really? Why? No. You need to answer for that one immediately. Because how you dress tells me how you think and what your values are. So jeans and a t-shirt is bad and means they have shitty values and they think poorly? So wait a minute, is it okay for you to dress in a t-shirt and jeans? Or do you dress yourself up like Sam Lake every day because you have better values? And I personally don't want will argue with me about why women are safer with bears over dinner mentality. What? And even if that's not you, you dress it. And if you want positive male attention, you need to show us that it's safe for a man to approach you. Dressing like you want male attention helps. Holy crap. Ignore this person, OP. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I want to reread this bit. And I personally don't want will argue with me about why women are safer with bears over dinner. Oh, sorry. Okay. I read it a little bit incorrectly earlier, but I understand what he's trying to say here. He is a goddamn moron, by the way. For those of you that do not know, for a little while now, there has been this topic of conversation, I guess, where a woman is asked, would you rather be stuck in the middle of nowhere, middle of the woods, whatever, with a bear or a man you don't know? And like 99% of women, you know what? F*** it, all of them say a bear, right? Whereas if you ask a man the same question, would you rather be stuck in the middle of nowhere with a bear or a woman? They always say woman, instantly, unless they're the type of guy that's like, well, man, I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate. I think I can f*** that bear. Sorry, not the point. What the hell is wrong with me? This entire subreddit right here is one of the 10 million reasons why I think that women are completely justified in their answer of, I'd rather deal with a bear than a man I don't know. It's just, no. I would rather have a bear than a man I don't know. This guy right here doesn't get it. Incel comic followed by a dude who thinks of his ex-wife as an assistant. What? Number 1 cause of divorce. Stages of marriage. Okay. God, 1.7 million totally real views, for sure. So the number 1 cause of divorce, according to is woman get bigger, man stay perfect the same, but woman get bigger, so man leave. All right. Sure, dude. Why are you like this? The comments are insane. Can't comprehend that someone doesn't equate being married as important. A bunch of incels going, and that's why we broke up. What? Spoke to my ex after 10 years. Miss or Mrs.? He asked. Doctor, I said. So you married or not? I'm a doctor. Yeah, they're intentionally missing the point. If that's all you care about when it comes to a woman is, oh yeah, do you have a husband? Are you married? Are you starting a family? Is that what you're doing? Because that's your worth. That's your worth as a woman. I'm a doctor. Oh, that's pathetic and lame. So you're single then, and you're not really being what you should be. Because as a woman, God, it's so embarrassing. And they're probably even more embarrassed about the fact that she's a doctor and they're on Twitter bitching, whining, moaning, complaining, and not doing a damn thing with their existence. What's your favorite type of visual novel? The kind without Imagine thinking drawings are real. That is not the goddamn point, my dude. That is absolutely not the point. Whether or not the drawing of the prepubescent anime character is a real person, the fact that you find it in any way attractive is the problem. A portrayal of a child? It doesn't need to be real in order for it to be a problem that you desperately need to address. How are you not embarrassed to drive around like this? Oh, good lord. Oh, and it seems like every single town, no matter where you go on Earth, every single town has at least one embarrassing anime car. There's a difference between I like anime or I like this show or I like that show and you want to rep it and maybe you go a little overboard, and having big ass anime titties plastered on the sides, probably the front somewhere, the back. Just, we know what part of anime you like, and I don't think it has anything to do with the stories that are being told. Oh, no. Which is a shame, because the stories that are told in anime are so goofy and strange and weird that they're some of the best out there. There's no leash on those stories like over here. They don't have to be a young Sheldon. They get to go balls to the wall crazy shit, okay? You're really missing out by only paying attention to the superficial. Saw this on Facebook. 3619. I need a real man, not a boy. Okay. In the 2020s. You're a pedophile. What? Okay. Man, that it's just looking at this crap is so, it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing, man. Why would you make this? What the hell does that mean? Also, I love that this 19-year-old physically has not changed at all. Now she's 30, but she looks exactly like she did before. God. And he also looks exactly the same, too. The hell's going on here, man? Referring to women as women. Referring to women as females. I've said it many times before, but there is something really creepy and reductive about calling women females in really any sense, unless you're in a goddamn science class or something like that. It's really strange. Please, for the love of God, do not do it. It's not sly, it's not attractive, it's not charming. You're not a silver-tongued devil if you say the female of the species. It's just really weird and uncomfortable. And not just for the ladies, too. I'd be a little grossed out myself. Everything is women's fault. There's no way that it's me who is the problem. Marriage, the family unit, the concept of love, men's desire to interact with women. It was feminism all along that was killing these things that are still very much alive all over the goddamn planet. I did not realize that the concept of love and marriage and the family unit had been permanently erased from human existence, all thanks to feminism. I was wondering why I had never seen a married couple in my entire life. I was wondering why the concept of love is fading from my brain like Marty's brother in the photograph at Back to the Future, and it's all because of feminism. I feel like you friend-zoned me. Not at all. You are in the not this annoying again, I wish he'd leave me alone zone. Because you're not sly either. They know what you're trying to do. It's quite obvious when you're only friends with somebody in order to screw them. The Proposition 1631, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they know what you're doing. They know what you're doing. It's quite obvious between, I'm just trying to be a friend and, well, whatever the hell that guy's doing. This picture is the bane of my existence. Talkie AI GF. Babe. That's the first selling point of this piece of garbage? Babe. Role-playing. Hot photos anytime you want. Hugs. Mommy. Oh, come on. Cuddles. Yes, please. Caring and sweet. Can we hold hands? Energetic. Seems vanilla, but is actually very kinky. Which is hilarious, because any motherfucker that is secretly hoping that the girl is very kinky is probably an incredibly vanilla person themselves. They want someone else kinky because they might think, oh, I get to do more things. But you won't. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You're not into kink, and if they are, they'll fucking clock you immediately, dude. You are so out of your depth, it's insane. Since I was raised a true gentleman. Oh, I'm sure you were. Every time I talk to super attractive girl, I just feel like another +1 in her DMs. Doesn't make me feel good, to be honest, and with medium attractive girl, she probably doesn't get that much attention, but since I've been raised a true gentleman, she wouldn't need to worry about that no more. Might try it out, to be honest, might get me somewhere. I was raised to be a true gentleman. I refer to some women as medium attractive. Like, dude, I feel like you're attracted to somebody, or you're not. I know it's not binary for sure, but there's something hilarious about, we've got the super attractive girl, we have the medium attractive girl. What about me, the ultimate unattractive girl? That's me. I'm the only one in that category, right? Yeah, of course. So when men say they want models, they're monsters. Man says they want someone less attractive. Monster. Go and kindly do one. I don't know what any of that meant. I don't think they were speaking English. I didn't say any of that stupid shit. I was just suggesting to the OP that he might not be a gentleman. Either type things at me that are coherent or relevant, or please just don't reply. Yeah, let me reread that response. Yeah, of course. So when men say they want models, they're monsters. Man says they want someone less... I personally don't understand what he's saying there, but that response is also sad and lame. Get back to your dead-end deluded sub and stop talking shit, okay? I'm not here for it. I am genuinely interested to know how life is for girls like this. I mean, it must be awesome. You're young, attractive woman. You won. That's it. There is nothing else to do. You won life. You can do whatever you want. Unless it involves hard physical labor. There you go. You already destroyed your own point. You can do whatever you want, except for, this right here, this particular thing, whatever. There, your genetics might not be the advantage, but nobody wants to do that. I would swipe left on girls like this. There is no chance in hell, so why bother? Why give them the likes they don't deserve? Well, regardless of whether or not you like this person that you're referring to, because I'm pretty sure you're referring to a specific person in this instance, at least near the end there, regardless of whether or not you like, they're not going to notice. They don't give a shit about you, because why should they? You talk like a freak. What are you talking about? Have you seen how women are treated regardless of how attractive they are? You can be the hottest goddamn woman on earth. You're going to be treated just as bad, sometimes worse in different ways. It's just sad. Me as a kid, I'm half Japanese. White kids. One time I ate sushi and puked it. It was so gross. How can you eat that? Anime is weird too. Pulls eye back. Wow, okay. Me now. I'm half Japanese. White people now. Hajimemashite, fellow Nihonjin. Shut the fuck up, dude. God damn it. Keep in mind that Kristen Stewart was 17 in 2007. I am against vaccines. Kristen Stewart in 2007. Kristen Stewart in 2024. All I'm seeing is someone who's clearly living their best life. They're probably happier than you're ever gonna be, random dipshit on Twitter. Hey, this rage bait didn't get very many views. Thank goodness. No payout for you, my friend. How dare this person change up how they looked? When they were an underage person, when they were a minor, I thought they were way sexier. Yeah, go ahead and keep making tweets like that, you freak. Let me guess. Just a shot in the dark here. He doesn't get laid. Stages of a leftist girl. She's a normal, sweet, happy girl who may even be Christian. She gets really into woke politics. Okay, wait, that already skyrocketed, right? How's that not? Never mind. She puts she, her in her bio. She comes out as bisexual. She cuts her hair shorter, based. She develops severe depression, right? She puts she, they in her bio. Drugs, only self-destructive. I love that they continually throw out own fans or sex work in general as if it's an invalid thing that you can do. Who gives a shit? You know, they're probably making in this completely real person that he's talking about in this embarrassing little comic cartoon, whatever the hell you want to call it. They're probably, in this guy's mind, still making way more money than he's ever gonna make. It's so funny. Quit being a bitch about sex workers, okay? Just stop it. You really gotta let that one go, man, all right? My friend found this one out in the wild. I think we can all agree that Lego Aloy looks way better and prettier than the Forbidden West version, right? I remember it was maybe a couple hours after that trailer dropped. I was actually at Summer Game Fest. I actually attended that opening show in the theater. So a couple hours later, browsing Twitter while standing around waiting for a ride, and I saw some hilarious jokes making fun of this exact shit. We knew this was going to happen. Now, this guy's probably trying to be funny, but the joke was done better and a little bit before him, I bet. It's pretty goddamn hilarious. The moment I saw Aloy show up in Lego form, I could see an entire feed of tweets that were this. I could see it. And a couple of them, you know damn well, are absolutely being serious. Someone stinks like diarrhea. A thread of how Marilyn Monroe actually looked in real life in honor of her 98th birthday. Can't believe how many men simped for this cow. You know, it's great. Random Twitter user, you're the reason she had an incredibly awful life. Not you personally, but all the dudes that thought exactly like you. Fellas, is it gay or weird to find one of the most beautiful women in history beautiful? Whoa. It's so sad. I can't believe I would have been simped for this cow. Yeah, whatever. Just, why don't you actually look into the life of Marilyn Monroe? Why don't you take a look at what she dealt with and had to go through? Why don't you just take a little peek in there? I am vomit. Oh no, a woman has a body. Whoa. Oh my god. Wait, has that been like, oh no. Have women always had bodies, everybody? Holy shit. No, this changes everything. Oh my god. I always thought of women as being strange ghost-like figures. Holy shit, they've got physical form. Every neckbeard's dream. Japanese man, 47, lives out the ultimate fan dream by marrying his favorite idol. Okay. I'd like to know this entire story. I want to know the whole deal. I gotta know what led up to this point. Is this a happy ending? Like, is this good? Is this a completely fake story? I would like to know more, please. Some of these dudes, when they start talking like a wise old sage, or start a podcast, evidence, a bad relationship. Listen, I've had a long and storied life full of experiences and observations, and I can confirm that all women follow these evil patterns. Experiences? No, you could have just left it at observations, because we know goddamn right away that you haven't experienced shit involving a woman, whether it's physically or not. You just watching. You watching. Whether you in the cuck chair in the hotel room or what. Being a nice guy doesn't have many rewards. Yeah, being a nice guy doesn't have many rewards. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit down today. I tend to be too hard on myself when I feel like this. It's funny, you should say I'm too good to be true. That's pretty much how I've come to think of you too. Wait, what was the response? I don't think drinking was what I need to know. All these breakup songs are so gay. How about you realize that there's no love, but just your confusing hormonal urge to reproduce? Man, did I show those guys. Of course, his profile picture is a character that showed up on Rick and Morty. That's Rick and Morty, right? Answer My Eyes Johnson, or whatever the hell. It would be a guy that listened to Rick once on the concept of love. Sure, buddy. Sure. Listen to Rick. He's totally an unproblematic, smart guy who's never once been wrong about anything ever. Interesting stickers all over this one. Oh, good Christ, dog. That is way worse than the one we saw earlier. It's everywhere. It's just sexualization everywhere. Every square inch of the car. Oh my God, dog. Do you have have you looked into therapy? Like, again, there's a big difference between I like this show, I'm gonna throw some merch or stickers or whatever and rep that show on my car, whatever it be, and this, oh my God, you are one step away from some of this stuff actually just straight up being porn, nudes, if you will. It should be illegal for girls who want to be just friends to show up to the hang in the most sundresses, okay? Why? What are why do people tell on themselves in such a strange fashion? We know where your head is at right now. Oh, you just want to be friends? Why did you dress in something that made you feel good about yourself? You want me to think impure thoughts? You are literally forcing me to think impure thoughts about you, a person who I'm supposed to consider my friend. You are forcing my hand, okay? I can't help it but get a boner thinking about my friend. Why don't you try and get a boner from one of your homies? How about that, dude? When you're the beta when you're the beta male that you're talking about. Okay, it was just a simple spelling error. Okay? Your girl doesn't want a weak beta male that drinks Bud Light and smokes vapes. She craves top G. Okay? All right. I'm not really gonna look too far into the tattoos. They're probably normal from this distance. Let's see. We've got the Make America Great Again hat, the big-ass cigar. Well, actually, it's not as big as it could be. It's not the manliest cigar I've ever seen, for sure. He didn't even try to hide it. Only friends, I'm 32, looking to connect with young hearts. Feel free to ask me anything. May we make soul connection? You never know. They're infiltrating. You weird-ass mother... No, you creep. No way. They're getting direct, dog. Yeah, that is beyond ballsy and gross right there. Ballsy in the bad, no way. Really. You went to r/teenagers and talked about making a soul connection with the children. I mean, you can still be 18, 19 on this subreddit, teenagers, whatever, but what the hell, dog? This person's 14. That one's 15. This one's 18, sure. I genuinely do not like this subreddit at all. I do not think it should exist in many ways, and this is definitely chief among those many ways. It is straight up a target for creeps. Of course they're gonna try and infiltrate where young people are. They're creeps. I am not addicted to porn. I just watch it I want. I would much rather watch porn once in a while than be searching for sex with modern women. I do fly to Thailand when I want sex with real women. Okay. American just look ugly to me now. I am about being happy in my life, not being controlled. Okay. That's one of the greatest comments of all time. I'd rather watch porn than try to have sex with women, but I fly all the way to Thailand to have sex with real women, because America ugly. There's a common theme in all of these. Can't quite put my finger on it. Okay, cinephiles. Oh, great. Let me guess. They're not cinephiles at all, right? Villain, the real villain. No, I'm sorry. I'm immediately done with that narrative that Skylar was ever really in the wrong because her psychopathic dipshit villain husband started making and selling meth, murdering people, putting their family in direct danger every 5 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm not about that Skylar's the bad guy life, because I actually watched the show. The villain, the real villain. On occasion, sure. Oh, Tom and Jerry, brother. The villain, the real villain. The villain, the real villain. No, and Barbie, fucking Barbie is not the real villain. Okay? You did not watch that goddamn movie. You suck, dude. Weebs whenever they see anything good about Japan. Weebs when you tell them that Japan has huge flaws like any country. Yeah, guys, it's a country like the rest, okay? They have a lot of admirable things going for them, but just like a lot of other countries, they've got goddamn problems. They have problems. Japanese SIM cards force the shutter sound of the camera to be on. Why don't you think about why that would be? Think about that a little bit. Maybe that's not the case anymore, you know, my data might be a little outdated in that regard, but every country's got its problems. doesn't mean that you shouldn't go, wow, look at the admirable parts of that country. For sure. There are many great things you could say about really any country you could think of. I am certain of it. But yeah, do not put anything up on a pedestal. You're gonna be disappointed. This dude wouldn't stop whining about women always being bad to him by not dating him. I doubt his intention was friendly based on him listing all the evil women who rejected him in the past, which boiled down to them politely saying no. This was my favorite reply. Asked a friend if she wanted to grab lunch and catch up, instantly ghosted. Maybe I am too much of a nice guy. Maybe you're too smart or have too much money, or your dick is too big, or you're too attractive to bear. Your personality is too sparkling. Maybe you're just too rational and too void of delusion. Yes, dude, all of those things. It can't possibly be an issue with you in any way. No, it can't, my friend. You're perfect. Why am I still single? Non-virgin, tattoos, daddy issues, wears eyeliner. Have you seen Downton Abbey? What? What does that have to do with anything? Explain that one completely. Shows breast shaped through clothes. Participates in workplace. Votes. No. The very first thing that this douche listed. Tattoos? I'm sorry, you got tattoos? You got me. You got me, bro. I've never watched Downton Abbey before, but that's probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And votes just killed me. It gave me a heart palpitation. What the hell? God, this subreddit's a gem. I hope I get to continue looking at it forevermore. It really puts a smile on my face. Sometimes the subreddits that are supposed to make you angry and disgusted make you feel so much better about yourself.